Okay, Pullman, you're first on the agenda. Take it away. Oh, you're muted.
Yes, I am. Thank you. So most probably you are aware that we are currently working on FS5 stack, but as soon as FS4 is still in use, most probably will be in use still quite a while. It's currently actually broken. No releases since quite a while. Maybe 2 months ago, we managed with the support of Rob from Broadhome side to create something like, yeah, it's release, but extraordinary release, so to say. But as far as we know, currently the FS4 stack pipeline is completely removed. And we were wondering, maybe Amelia, this is to you. Do you eventually know the users and credentials used in order FS4 to be provisioned, built, etc.?
Okay, this isn't an area I'm well versed in. So basically, you're saying FS4 isn't being published anymore.
Yes.
Um, and your question is there an open source pipeline, credentials, information about the CI?
Yeah, we have two options to
Uh-huh.
recreate the existing core course concourse pipeline, but we need
Mm-hmm.
credentials for it. Or the other option is to use GitHub Actions.
Uh-huh.
For GitHub Actions, most probably we'll also need credentials for GCP accounts, etc. Most probably something I can sync with Bayhan, but right now we built FS5 with GitHub Actions, and
Mm-hmm.
it's easy for us to adapt the FS5 GitHub Actions towards FS4, but we will also
Mm-hmm.
need credentials.
Mm-hmm.
At least for now, our preferred option for FS4 is to use the concourse pipeline.
Okay.
We can use ARI concourse to push the pipeline and do the job,
Mm-hmm.
but we need credentials.
So do you know what's in the pipeline and you just need credentials?
Yes, we research and we know what's in the
Mm-hmm.
pipeline, but there are kind of a 5 or 6 users, technical users, so to say, and we do not know them and their credentials.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Okay, for we have something similar in the logging and metrics pipelines for log
mm-hmm.
aggregator, and this if, if there are technical users which are also used for cutting GitHub releases and everything. I think there's somewhere in your Broadcoms some kind of credential store, and you won't get access to them. As far as I had discussions with the other colleagues who are working in the login metrics team. So
Um,
I guess the only option would be to migrate the pipelines to the CFF concourse and generating new credentials. I don't know. At least that's what was offered to us, or that's what we discussed, and then we've said we're gonna go with GitHub Actions, and we use the CFF's GCP account
mhm.
to create the credentials.
Yeah, creating a new credential is also another option, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we would like, if possible, and of course, easy for us, if the users and credentials are known, to reuse them. If not,
Mm-hmm.
definitely we would need to search for another option.
Uh, I don't have any access or knowledge about this because it's not in this area. Like, sorry, the stack is not in the ARP area.
Hmm.
I don't know what credentials there are. Yeah, I would encourage you. if people are not being forthcoming, whoever owns those pipelines or owned them in the past about credentials, I would encourage you just to create new ones. And if I can help you with creating new ones, I'm happy to do that.
Mhm.
And if there's anything that you're like can't create new ones, please let me know.
Okay.
Sorry, this isn't an area that I have insight into. But if there's a specific cred that you know of, I would be reaching out to Greg Cobb. I think it's in the RE area, right?
Yeah, I know him.
Stacks. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's co-lead with Stefan Marker from our
Yeah.
side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he, I think, is fairly reasonable about these things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I can't be more help. Jovan, do we have docs about how Diego Executor calculates the container metrics? Tell me more.
Um, I wanted to ask if we have some documentation or is it documented because we have some colleagues here who are experimenting something with the container metrics
Mm-hmm.
and how to deploy applications and when they give them the needed quotas and it was about the memory consumption and they said that uh, they've found out a bit of weird behavior when they read out the memory usage metrics. And as I remember, we have an we have an Envoy sidecar uh, which runs together with this with each application, and I think that there is some that there's some calculations done to compensate this. And I was wondering if we have documented there somewhere because it was something like uh, portion of the reported memory usage by the container is being is being deducted from that because we say that the invoice sidecar needs something um, and the rest is for the application. And they've said that mm, somehow in the calculation they they always got the same ratio for the memory usage even if they use uh, different requirements for the application and that's why as it is a confusion and I wanted to they're a bit confused and they want they wanted to open a backup to clarify the things. I wanted to ask if we have some uh, documentation maybe where this behavior is uh, described, and if not, I can dig into the code and then find these places and we can discuss it further.
Does it, I don't know of any documentation around this. The closest I can think of is that there is like a Bosch property about set this much memory aside for the Envoy per
Mm.
container. Um, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do some weird calculation around this. I can ask around on my team. But I would also encourage you to, yeah, open up a bug with examples. That would be really helpful
Mm-hmm.
for
Okay,
how
we'll
it's
do that.
changing or not changing. Yeah.
As
So
far
oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll look around and see what I can find.
Mm.
But
But
also if you could open a bug.
Thanks.
Yeah.
as far as I remember, the amount of memory is configurable. There is a Bosch property.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I think we changed the default one on our landscapes because we identified that in certain cases, Envoy is doing bad things and requires some more memory. But it's not so much, we are talking about here something like 40 megabytes of memory, as far as I remember, without to be so much precise.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a doc
Go
about
ahead.
container metrics that mentions that like the best it has is that it scales the memory rate based off of what Envoy is configured at. Yeah, that one. Which is not
Memory usage is scale based on the additional memory allocation for the
helpful
proxy.
for answering this question.
Yeah. Unhelpful. But if we are going to improve it, that's the doc that we should improve.
Yeah.
And what job is it in that defines it? Do you
Probably
know?
rep.
Like the rep, because the rep starts the executor. I think it's the rep.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, but I don't know why this would scale along with, increasing your app size. You would think it would be constant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so please provide an example with the weirdness so we can see exactly what to look into.
Sure, we'll do that.
Is this a celebration? This one, you have fun?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's a celebration because we had some things that we've did some bug fixes in the changes which we needed, and because of the things that happened, we didn't have releases for a while. So it's pretty good that we have
Yeah.
releases again, and thank you, Amelia, for getting some other colleagues at Broadcom mobilized and helping us to
I'm
find the
trying.
right people who helped us to get the releases going. It was
Wait,
like
so is this
a bit of
Broadcom cut some releases, or is this you cut some releases with your new CI?
no, Broadcom cut releases
Okay,
because we're still working
got it.
on our GitHub actions.
Okay, I expect more emojis when your GitHub actions are working. I want a bigger
Mm-hmm.
celebration. Okay.
Of course. No. We're working on it, but we're not
Yeah.
that far, unfortunately. But it was also interesting because we haven't cut any releases for a few months. It turned out that the release pipelines were also ready. We had to do some upgrades and other things, which went good. And thanks to all of colleagues from Broadcom for their support. As I was on a vacation at that time for 2 weeks, then I came back, and it was really great to see that something's happening without me pushing some people.
Yeah.
Great, and that we got some releases. Yeah. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Hopefully you have a direct line of contact to them and can push them directly. But if you ever need, I'm here.
Yes, no.
But I can find it just as frustrating as you, I think. Okay.
I can only go to the official channels.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's fine. That's also good.
Okay, is there anything else we want to talk about today?
FYI, from my side, just came to my mind. Geoff, if you remember, the update on the application security groups, we had a discussion maybe weeks ago. It actually hit our Wife landscape these days, and we noticed some, I would say, minor issues. In some cases, not everywhere, the update process is working due to some duplications. We are currently investigating how to reproduce the issue and eventually to propose something, but expect follow-up on that.
Is this separate from You said duplication. Was it duplication in the database of rules?
Yes, exactly. Duplication on the database of rules. The colleagues told me that currently some of the databases does not allow duplications,
Mm-hmm.
which generally sounds reasonable. But on the other hand side, we can't identify why duplications on our site appear. Currently, yesterday they identified duplications in the cloud controller database, which were causing the issues.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they removed the entries, everything went well.
Got it. Yeah, that is odd. Because even the cloud controller is not supposed to let that happen. So,
Yep. It does not happen everywhere. Maybe 2 or 3 landscape suffer this problem. But yeah, it's currently unknown why. And we cannot forecast whether it's a one-time issue or we
Mhm.
should expect similar behavior in the future as well.
Does
yeah.
that happen on a single YAS provider, or there are different YAS providers when it happens? Can we...
Yesterday it happened on Azure for sure, and I think Amazon as well.
So it's not like
Mm.
YAS provider related. Maybe. Sorry, I can say that.
Yeah, we'll spend some time investigating and we'll see what will come out.
Okay. Yeah. Good luck. Let me know what you find.
This is Jeff's favorite thing to work on, I think.
Only all summer.
Okay, anything else? Thank you for bringing that up, Pawan. Okay, great. It was great seeing you all, and I'm in Slack as always. See you in November.
See you in
Bye
November.
bye.
Bye bye.